Okay, so what we have here is this is a all aluminum DCI Motorsports Ram RA5 535 cubic inch engine. It has our tunnel port head that I designed. It's been probably about 8 years ago now that we've come out with these heads, but builds are just now starting to come together finally. It takes a while for everybody to gather parts and save money to get these kind of projects finished because they aren't cheap. But the one we have on run stand today, we are outfitting with the Edelbrock Pro Flow 4 fuel injection. It's port injected. If you notice, this has injectors on each port. So whenever I designed my intake manifold, I designed it so that we could do port injection on it. So the bosses are already on the intake. We just have to machine it so that we can put the injector in it. And then of course we have to make fuel rails. The cool part about the Edelbrock Pro Flow 4 though is that we can use their system and adapt it to my intake manifold design. This has a 1000 CFM throttle body, which comes with the kit. The Pro Flow 4 injection it comes with the distributor. Comes with the throttle body, comes with the ECU, which I don't know where, okay, the ECU right now we got hanging down here. Comes with the wiring harness, comes with all your sensors. It comes with your air temp sensor, which we just have laying on the intake right now. Of course, it has the throttle position sensor. It has the map sensor right here on the front of the throttle body. It's got the IAC motor, which regulates airspeed through the idle speed through the port right there on top of the throttle body. It does not come with the fuel pressure regulator, so you have to purchase that separately. And it does not come with the fuel pump and of course related fittings and filter and everything for that as well. But it's a pretty complete kit. And you do have to swap out injectors because the injectors, the biggest ones they have available through Edelbrock as a kit form, is 550 horsepower. And these Ram RA5 heads, even in the lower horsepower versions, still make 600 plus horsepower. So you have to swap out the injector for a little bit bigger injector, which is good, not a problem. All you do is send those back to Edelbrock and send them a check for a difference of like $300, and they will swap the injectors out for a bigger injector for you. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to fire this thing up, let you see how easy it starts with a port fuel injection on it, and let it warm up here a little bit. The throttle response we'll show you is incredible with this fuel injection. And yes, this thing does have a flex plate. It does not have a flywheel, no torque converter, and I know, you know, everybody says, well, it doesn't rev that way in the car, but yes, my engines do. So, and we will do in-car videos, and we will show you that my engines still rev, even with all that flywheel weight, very, very quickly. But these heads are very efficient. They have a super high port speed, hence the reason why they make so much torque. But because of their port volume and size, in street form, these things still pull to like 74, 7600 RPM, unlike traditional Pontiac head that is typically done between 5 and 6,000 RPM. So we're going to fire this thing up, let it warm up a minute, and we'll show you guys how it runs. Right now the engine is warmed up, but it takes the fuel injection just a minute to get the idle speed adjusted. We have it set so it's idling right around 1000 RPM. This is a screen that comes. They used to give you a tablet. Well, now you use your cell phone, and you use this program to tune the fuel injection. But it gives you all the running parameters like engine temperature, engine idle speed, engine manifold vacuum, battery voltage, throttle position, AFR, your duty cycle on the injectors, your spark advance, your long and short fuel trims, Tells you when the system goes into closed loop. So it's got a lot of information available, and you can change screens too. Now this engine does have a decent sized camshaft. It's not crazy radical. It's 250 degrees duration at 50 with a 118 lobe separation, and the reason it has that 118 is so that we have some decent manifold vacuum for the port fuel injection. They read manifold vacuum with that map sensor on the front of the throttle body, and if you don't have enough manifold vacuum, it's hard to tune them. Cam's still got a little bit of overlap. You can hear it's got a decent idle to it. Again, it's idling around 1,000 RPM. This engine is very, very difficult to keep heat in because it's all aluminum, and it wants to run way below. The fuel injection likes to be right around 180 degrees so it can self-tune itself, but this engine's been kind of hard to keep that temperature, especially right now. It's cold in the shop. As you can see, it's only 178 right now. This engine's already been dynoed. We did not dyno it, our customer did. This particular engine dynoed at about 840 or 850 horsepower and made right around 640 foot-pounds of torque. It is a pump gas engine. It's only 11 to 1, so it runs on 93 octane. Has a hydraulic profile roller cam in it. And the heads have been ported by my customer. They flow roughly about 450 CFM, I do believe. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel at DCI Motorsports 1111.